Hello everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster, welcome back to Avalon Acres. And today we're getting the castle finished, which was quite a lot of work, but I managed to condense it down into a sort of half an hour episode. Sorry about the background noise then, I was just moving my laptop round so I can actually see what I'm talking about. In order to sort of get these videos out a little bit quicker, I just sort of leave it playing in Vegas Pro, which is the editing software I'm using, and although the sort of preview isn't that great, I can sort of see whereabouts in the episode I am, so I know what I'm talking about, rather than rendering it with no audio and then rendering it again, which obviously, as you probably know, takes hours. So on to what we're building then. Like I say, we're completing the castle today. And yeah, I'm so glad this is finished by the time I'm done with it, because it was a lot of work, and you know, I had to do it right because it's probably the most important part of the park. It's the focal point, it's the weenie. You know, you'll see this from every part of the park, and yeah, it does look pretty good in the end. What we start working on then is some sort of corridor sections, would you call them? Not really sure what you'd call these sort of sections, but like a sort of lookout tower maybe with a little pathway with all the archways going along. Sort of, you've probably seen them on a lot of castles before. I know Hogwarts has got this sort of thing. Yeah, I don't really know what the name for them is, but either way, we do a lot of the rounding trick, use the archway pieces and some various different pillars and stuff to fill in the gaps and make it look complete, and all in all it ends up looking pretty good. I am getting much better at the Planet games now. The rounding trick is like second nature to me now. Once you can do that, I feel like you can build so much more, you know, do a lot more advanced stuff. So I am happy with that. My PC, touch wood, has been working absolutely fine now for about a week and a half, so it's all good in the hood. But that, hopefully, we don't have any more technical problems, and we can just press on with playing the games. I mean, I've only had it about, well, not even a year, like about 9 months, but I'm already thinking at some point I'm going to get a proper decent machine when I've got the sort of spare money and, you know, spare time to really look at what I want and put one together. But for now, this is doing just fine. We're still getting around 30 FPS once all this castle's put in, and I'd say that's probably about 50% of the park complete. Ooh, excuse me. At least the main bit of the park is complete anyway, once this castle's done. And these little tower bits took a lot of playing about with to get right, obviously, using the different flat roofs and just turning them round. And I think at this point I decided to change the colours of the, yes I do, I changed the colours of the turrets. Is that the right word? Turret, something like that. Just because they were too bright, they were too Disney, and I didn't like them. So I've darkened them down, and now they fit much more into the medieval theme. I've also changed some of the windows so they're not all bright gold. Some of them are this darker sort of grey browny colour, which is sort of the look we're going for with this castle. I want it to look fairly realistic medieval, but something that you could see has been, you know, made for a theme park. And I think we'll get a good balance in the end here, so I'm glad I did make those changes. For the most of this build then, it really is just working on the back and sides of the castle, a lot of sort of repeating myself, building the same things over and over again, but changing them slightly to give it the variation. So really, this is one that I can just leave you with some nice background music, and you can enjoy the build, and we'll talk about it at the end. Okay, welcome back. That's it then, the castle's done. The main centerpiece of the park is complete, and I think it looks decent enough. I'll say it was a lot of work to get it done, but I did it in several installments, so spread it out over the last sort of 2 weeks or so. And you can see here I've built a bridge to carry people across into just a little viewing area there for the dark ride outside sections and the food court. I wanted people to be able to see into that dark ride section, even if it probably does kill the immersion bit when you're on the ride, but never mind, that's just how it is. That's a compromise I've had to make. This bridge though, I'm not happy with it at all, and I'm going to completely redo it when I get a chance, because it looks horrible. Also off camera I did a lot of terrain work with the waterfall and the rocks and trees, which you'll see in a minute, which really makes the area look a lot better, a lot more like alpine. Not alpine maybe, but maybe somewhere in France or Switzerland or something like that. So that's it for the build then. Now the castle's complete. I'm going to give you some cinematic shots, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye bye.